Hello traders, this is Blake Morrow and you are listening to the week ahead video for November 22nd, 2020. Before I get into the charts and into just what's happening this next week, I do have to mention it's a holiday week. So for those of you that are in the United States, happy Thanksgiving to you. I hope you have a great Thanksgiving week. For those that are outside of the United States, just realize that the markets are going to, they are going to get a little bit quieter after Wednesday because it is a bank holiday on Thursday. Friday, the markets will be open normally on Friday, but the volatility will probably be relatively light. But you know what? I've been around where the markets have actually exploded with volatility during Thanksgiving, so don't write it off completely. Just be advised that there's not going to be a lot of North American traders around. But I've seen it in years past where Europe just springs a big move right during Thanksgiving holiday. I remember one year, and this is a little bit of a story time. I have to go back and find exactly what year it was, but I remember one Thanksgiving, probably back in, I want to say it was like 2008, 2009. I was actually carving the turkey, watching the market explode, and I was like, I can't believe I'm cutting turkey right now. And the euro was just absolutely flying. It broke out of a range. You know what's interesting is we're in a very similar range this week, and I'm going to talk a little bit about the euro and the dollar and where we're at. But first, if you guys haven't tried out ForexAnalytix, make sure you do so. It's only $1 for 10 days. It's an amazing value for what you get. And I say that because that's the whole reason why we built it. We built it for a safe place for traders to be. When I say safe place, you'll understand what I mean in a minute. Safe place for traders to be for a very reasonable price point. And because the average trader does not every average trader is trading a six-figure trading account. Most of them are well below that, and so making something affordable was important to us. No matter what size accounts you're trading, whether you're a hedge fund manager or whether you're just a retail trader just trying to make it in the markets. So $1 for 10 days to try it out. It's $119 per month for the premium product, which gets you in the chat rooms. And I'll just say, here is you can see our chat room right here. Okay, and you can just see all the talking that happens in our chat rooms throughout. This is Friday, and that's late Friday. I was out running some errands, and you can see everybody's still chatting around. And we banter back and forth about the markets and about what's going on. You can see like our, what charts we're posting throughout the course of the day. Here's like charts from Amanda, and posting when options are expiring, that type of thing. But like I was just saying with ForexAnalytix, it's a safe place for traders to go. But even if you don't have $119 a month and you want to get the light version for $19 a month, that at least gets you the app, and it gets you the basic technical analysis, the alerts when support and resistance levels are being breached, when there's a new update. Gives you live news feeds from Live Squawk. It gives you the the data flash, so you can know when data is coming out and know exactly what it is when it's coming out. You have live charting packages inside of ForexAnalytix. It's all $19. I mean, come on. We did it to make it affordable for you guys. So if you haven't tried us out, make sure you do so. It's only $1 for 10 days, and you get to try out the premium version and download the mobile app while you're trying it out. Okay, so there is a mobile app. All right, now let's talk about this next week, and let me go back to discussing the dollar. if you guys have been, listening to the daily roundup or daily roundup, well, that too. By the way, the daily roundup is an exclusive webinar that I put on for just ForexAnalytix traders. So if you go to the webinars here, you can see the European crossover. That is only for ForexAnalytix clients, hosted by Paul Franco. No matter if you're premium or light version. Then we have our normal F.A.C.E webinar that's free to everybody, the most of you listen into. Then there's the daily roundup webinar that I host Monday through Thursday just for our ForexAnalytix members. Then we also have our Spanish webinars that are brand new if you're Spanish speaking. So, again, just some benefits for ForexAnalytix traders by themselves. But if you've been listening to our F.A.C.E webinar, you've heard me say, I'm a Euro bull. I think that the Euro is going higher. But the timing is, overall, I've felt that the Euro is going higher, and you guys, most of you know the reasons why. So I don't have to go into it in a great detail other than I think that the US dollar is becoming more of a, less of a reserve currency. The Euro's taking on a little bit, as time goes on, a little bit more of that role from a diversification standpoint for institutions, for other central banks. And I think that is supporting the Euro. On top of that, I also feel that the dollar is, a product of, risk taking. So as the markets continue to trade at all-time highs and continues to go higher, and you see, diversification out of, you'll see diversification out of dollars into other assets, and the Euro is a beneficiary of that. So I do feel that the Euro is going to break out higher, and it may do it at some point. Even this last week, I tried to trade the Euro to the short side, right here at the 118.50-60 level, and I closed it basically for a flat because it's not going down. Now, I am going to become more bullish once we get above 119, 119.20, because then you have what you would say is a longer term bull flag pattern, right? So whether it looks like this, you can take this flagpole here and measure it up like that, or it's a little bit longer term flag like this, and notice there's another flag down here, that looks something like this, which takes us to 130. It's all it looks like it, like we're building it, right? So above 119 I think is bullish. And like I said, you've heard me say I am a Euro bull for quite some time, but knowing when it's going to break out is challenging, because you're like, okay, well, I've got to wait for it to actually show me that it's breaking out. But eventually I felt it was going to break out. Could this be the week? I actually think that this might be the week. And it's not just because of the Euro. You have to look around at the other major pairs. So let's, you talk about the cable. The cable's right up against the 78% retracement, 133. You can see us knocking our head up against this resistance. More importantly, and if you follow me via Twitter, you know that I've been looking at this descending wedge for a long time. Okay, long time. Long-term descending wedge, which is a reversal pattern, as it is. How about if we get a Brexit deal? Do we break above 135? There's rumors and that a Brexit deal may happen, following into this next week. How about if the cable breaks out above 135? Where do you think that's going to take the Euro? I'm assuming above 119, maybe above 120. We're already above this long-term trend line. So the Euro continues to hold a breakout. And by the way, this trend line here, it's probably better drawn like this. Okay, you can see it here. connect more of the highs instead of just that one single point up there. You got this high from back in January of 2015. Then you have this high from 2018. Then you can see those lows continue to hold as support. I mean, the euro looks like it's going to break out, and it continues to hold. So again, this is a weekly basis, right? Then you go over to the Aussie. You're like, well, how about the Aussie? Well, and the Aussie's been trading pretty heavy, but the fact of the matter is it's still holding up pretty well, and we're holding well above 70 cents. What if we start breaking above 73.50, 74 cents? Then we're talking, move into the mid 70s. That's not just it. Kiwi is in breakout territory. We're at levels we have not seen since 2018. People forget that the Kiwi's already broken out. I mean, it's big time broken out. Okay. Dollar Canadian's trading heavy. How about if we break below 129 here? Dollar Mexican peso looks like it's about ready to go. I mean, look at this wedge. We break below 2020 in the dollar Mexican peso. We should trade back to 19 to the breakout point here. Forget the Swissy; it's kind of on its own program. The Norwegian krona, big double top. That takes us back down to 865. It's trading heavy. It can't get back above 920. I mean, it tried for a day, and then slipped right back below 920. This neckline again. Dollar yen. Here we are at big triangle support in the dollar yen. I mean, what if the dollar yen breaks, let's say 103? So, will the dollar break down this week? I don't know. Oh, I got to mention a couple other things really quick. Well, just while we're talking about the dollar, look at gold. Gold continues to hold 1850. I keep thinking, 1850 is going to break, and this 38% retracement is going to break, and we might see a bigger pullback to the 200-day moving average, maybe a little bit further than that. It ain't happening. It's not happening. And the longer it sits above this 38% retracement, the more anybody who's short is just going to get squeezed. And anybody who's short is going to start going, you know what? I don't want to be short anymore. And then we head back towards 2000. But look at copper. Copper is about ready to put in a long-term double bottom. And if we put in a long-term double bottom, when I say long-term, we start breaking 2018 highs right here. Okay. Now you got a double bottom, which theoretically, and I'm gonna, just talk out my butt here for a second, but I mean, you have to realize it's, copper is not going to 470 immediately, but you can see the long-term projection of what copper might look like. Now, can you imagine a world where copper basically, moves up? Oops, that's not what I want to do. Copper moves up 40% from where we're currently at. Yeah. With all this excessive money printing that all these central banks are doing, why can't we see a spike higher of inflation? Commodity prices really make a run, and the dollar get hit. It seems realistic to me. And like I said, copper's not doing that anytime in the near future, I don't think. But still, a breakout in copper here, you're talking about a move that could probably take us, at least near term, can take us up, above 360 towards the 127% extension up here towards 370? I mean, it's all entirely possible. So is it this week that the dollar breaks down? I've seen the sneak attack. I've witnessed the sneak attack. I've witnessed the European sneak attack on North American traders while we're off celebrating holidays, and they're like, you know what? While no one else is looking, let's stick it to them. That can happen. Now, there's something else before I let you go. There's talk about the U.S. presidential elections, and as we get closer towards the end of the year, you're going to get the different states are certifying their election results, and I guess once they're certified, right? You can't really overturn that. And it seems like the Trump legal team right now is kind of struggling. It seems like the ruckus that's being made is just more noise than anything. I mean, as days drag on, it seems more and more likely that that's the case. So that means that the president-elect Biden is really looking at a new cabinet, and one of the people that's up for Treasury Secretary right now is, you've heard a couple names like Brainerd from the Fed. Her name get thrown around quite a bit as Treasury Secretary, but also Janet Yellen's name is in the mix now. And I'll tell you, Janet Yellen becomes Treasury Secretary, the weak dollar that we're seeing right now, the dollar weaken, could really expand. And that's something that we have to keep an eye on. It's something that some of the guys that I trade with, the gentlemen that I trade with, they were talking about on Friday. And the fact of the matter is, if Janet Yellen becomes Treasury Secretary, I know the Treasury will tell you that our belief is in a strong dollar. That's just because that's what they're supposed to tell you. But does that mean that it's really reality? Because actions will speak louder than words, and the market might see that as a signal of, holy cow, it's time to really sell dollars, if it looks more and more likely that she will become Treasury Secretary. So with the dollar on the cusp of really breaking down, you can see how this could really build. Maybe not this week, but maybe in the next couple of weeks. I'll tell you, if I was long dollars, I'd be a little bit nervous right now, in all actuality. So, guys and gals, if you're watching this on YouTube and you feel that this video you're like, man, I love this analysis, great, give us a thumbs up. I'd appreciate it. The whole team loves it when you guys love our videos. Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. So share this channel and share this video. If you saw us on Twitter or on some social media platform, you saw us on Facebook or wherever else our social media team puts us, LinkedIn, if you saw this video somewhere else, please share it. We'd appreciate it, because it's free and we've been doing it for years. It makes us feel better that our whole team gets together on the weekends and puts this out for you. So, and I want to personally thank you for listening in, and I want to thank you all for the support of ForexAnalytix. My name is Blake Morrow with ForexAnalytix. I hope you have a great remainder of your weekend. I'm going to go put up some Christmas decorations over the weekend while navigating through a soccer tournament. So, yeah, you guys have a great one. Thanks for tuning in. Bye-bye.